Super Bowl. They were 2-2 entering the Sunday Nighter, an Arrowhead against the Buffalo Bills. Bills got the football trailing 3-0. Josh Allen, right down Broadway. Bills lead 7-3. Beginning of the second quarter, Patrick Mahomes steps out of pressure, off his back foot, and that's a completion to Josh Gordon. Welcome back to the game. Stay well. 19. Mahomes. Second and goal. Zing! Touchdown pass. Byron Pringle, 10-7. 8 minutes to go in the first. Bills, 1st and 10. Mahomes. Speaking of a hand cannon, what a throw to Emmanuel Sanders. And all this dude does is produce wherever he seems to go. Perfect placement there, 14-10 Bills. They get the ball back, 14-10. Allen steps, well, I started to say steps into it, not really. Just a flick of a wrist, 61 yards to Stephon Diggs. Bills get a field goal, extend the lead to 17-10. Ball back again, leading by 7. And what a weapon this man has turned into. 88, Dawson Knox to the end zone again. He got as many touchdowns as any tight end in football. At halftime, a weather delay. Our old buddy Mike Tirico, back to his roots. Extended play highlights at halftime. Game delayed for an hour and 2 minutes. Under 8 to go in the third. Mahomes through the hands of Tyreek Hill, Micah Hyde, and he knows where the ball is, doesn't he, Steve?
Yes, sir.
He is a playmaker. Maybe a little bit wet. Micah Hyde gets his hands on it and holds on tight. Bills defense, not a shutout in this one, but making big plays. They lead 31-13. Chiefs get closer. It's 31-20. Allen. Oh, goodness. Don't hurt yourself. 3rd and 4. What? Up and over. Big-time runner in this one. Little flip here to Zach Moss. Avoiding defenders. Midway through the 4th. Allen. Again. Sees an opening and takes advantage. 2nd and 6. Don't want to settle for field goals, even with a big lead. It's never big enough against this team. It's Sanders again. Bills extend that lead. And Kansas, the Bills Mafia is everywhere. We know this. They go into Arrowhead. Now the Chiefs have lost a couple in a row at home. They fall to 2-3, and the Buffalo Bills make a pretty loud statement about who they are. 4 straight wins for Buffalo, all by at least 3 possessions. They've now surpassed their best points differential in any 4-game span in the Super Bowl era. And think back to these Bills teams of Coach Levy. They didn't win Super Bowls, but they were a dominant bunch. They did it in 92. You compare it from 92 to now, and they're even better weeks 2 through 5. Tim Hasselbeck is in studio with us every Sunday night. And look, these teams met in January to determine who the best team in the AFC was, and it was the Chiefs then. On Sunday night, the answer to who's the best team in this game was the Buffalo Bills, and maybe we can extrapolate further. Who's better than Buffalo right now in the AFC?
I don't know that anyone is, and it's unique because coming into the season, I think it was clear. A lot of people, myself included, thought, well, the Chiefs are a cut above anyone else in the AFC. But you're allowed to get better. And when I watch Buffalo, they're a team that's evolving and getting better. I'm going to use an example on offense. They're going to run bash counter, back away, BA for bash counter. Bash counter.
Run it.
Here's why it matters. Look, Moss is going to widen. When he widens, Hitchens going to go ahead and widen with him. Now, what happens is back away. So McKenzie's the back in this case. He's coming to the left. That is going to get a response out of Sorensen to travel with him. It's man coverage. So you're removing players from the box. The other thing that happens is this. It's a read play. So you're going to read the end man on the line of scrimmage here. If he comes up, if he crashes, then you go ahead and give the ball to McKenzie. If he comes up the field, then the quarterback keeps the ball. Now here's the counter element to it. You're going to pull both Feliciano and Dawkins. You're bringing 2 big pullers running counter, and now the ball carrier is Josh Allen. So here's Feliciano, here's Dawkins. leading up on the Mike linebacker. And now here's what's remarkable about getting an extra blocker in the run game because your quarterback's a runner. You now have this double team. So a double team working up to the free safety. That is unheard of to get those types of numbers in the run game. And oh, by the way, one of the more dangerous runners with the football in his hands in the red zone. And that's something, Scott, like that is spread offense. That is Lincoln Riley, Kyler Murray spread offense. We've seen Baltimore run that. But now all of a sudden we're seeing Buffalo do it with their star quarterback.
I'm still baffled at what happened week 1. Give Pittsburgh credit for what they did up in Orchard Park. I get it. But that feels like a long time ago. This Buffalo team in front of our eyes becoming, as you say, better than it has been. Yeah. Kansas City, because of the Chiefs, there's a certain amount of earned buy-in, right? You just say, oh, they're the Chiefs. They'll be good. All right. Where are we defensively, and how big a concern is it moving forward?
I think it's a huge concern. Look, when the Chiefs scored at the end of the third quarter, I thought, well, wait a second. Here we go. Here comes Mahomes. Problem is you can't get a stop. And if you look at the way they played defense tonight, it has to be alarming for them because it came in a bunch of different ways. Here's a good example. Josh Allen is going to end up just throwing a check down to Zach Moss. Whereas the linebackers trying to match, this is a check down that goes for nearly 30 yards. That's unacceptable. Daniel Sorensen trying to disguise his coverage down in the box. He's a deep half-field player. He needs to be back half-field. Instead, he gets turned around and Diggs just runs right by him, and it's an easy completion for Josh Allen. Then it's Dawson Knox, your guy, Daniel Sorensen on him again. He's running a corner route. Well, you know when you play Josh Allen, he's going to escape. You got to stay on your man in man coverage. When he escapes, relaxes, lets him go. Those are problem plays. And then you think about, what happened after Kansas City scored. Buffalo basically went on like an 8-minute drive, and ate up so much clock that possessions were going to be a factor in terms of mounting a potential comeback.
Not an obit by any means, but clearly here relatively early October, two teams heading in different directions. Kansas City's got some things to figure out, and Buffalo has to be leaving there feeling like we got some stuff to cook. We got some stuff cooking right now, and they do. More to come on this game a little bit later. Thanks, man.